Hello, I am Nezahat Corporal. I'm a kid who grew up on the front. I joined the front with my father when I was 9 years old. I am not only female hero of the War of Independence, but also a child hero. My mother is Hidayet Hanım. My father is the 70th Regimental Commander of Dardanelles Front, Hafız Halit Bey. I was born in Erzurum. Erzurum was a cold region. I didn't go out much in the winter, just watching the flaky snow from our little window. While listening to beautiful stories my mother told, I would wait for my father under the crimson light of the crackling stove. I was the only possession of my parents. They raised me with love. I was a teen, medium height, olive-eyed, calm girl. One day, my beloved mother fell ill. A war began then. Everything was going bad. I started to feel that I was growing up with my mother's illness. Since my mother had tuberculosis, they wouldn't let me near her. I missed her so much. I was trying to support her from afar with my prayers. I was 8 years old when my mother passed away. The war was going on in our country. My father also had to fight for our land. My father had no one to live me with. He joined the army, taking me with him. I met the dark side of the war at the age of 9. Life circumstances suddenly pulled me out of childhood. It was something like that. The war had turned us into women and men in a young age. We learned to pray for the country, to die for country in the army. Mehmetçik was both a mother, a father, and a brother to me. My father was a dedicated commander. He couldn't take care of me. He said that I was no longer a girl, but a brave Anatolian woman. That is how I felt too. Just yesterday, when I was a girl playing with her toys, I was suddenly filled my heart with patriotism. I could think of nothing but saving my homeland. Maybe I was young, but in the war there was no discrimination between men, women, old people and children. There was something for everyone to do. I was helping with the transport of ammunition. I was fighting like an adult, marching on the enemy. I was praying and overcoming my fear, as my late mother taught me. I met the war in Dardanelles, in that country where the epic is written, where the bullet is stuck in the bullet. Later, the regiment was transferred to Izmir. I learned to ride a horse in Izmit. I was learning everything a soldier needs to know. Friends, if you are successful in your studies, you will add value to this country too. You have won the homeland, and you are the ones who will elevate it. Never stop working and loving our country. You will grow as you produce, and you will be happy as you love. Do not discriminate against each other. Anyone can achieve anything, as long as they are given a chance. Women cannot find. What is a child doing at the front? The national struggle was giving a great lesson to those who said these words. Even the Greek soldiers at the front were talking about me with admiration. The struggle that we had given regardless all family was instilling fear into the enemy. They watched out our devotion from head to toe in amazement. I was at the front when I met Mustafa Kemal Pasha. At that moment, I kissed Pasha's hand in great excitement. I had moments in my life that I will never forget. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the leader of the national struggle, was looking at me with gratitude. Mehmetçik's sharp gaze was in my eyes. I was glowing with my eyes moist with pride. While the War of Independence was going on, my situation came to the fore in the Turkish Grand National Assembly. It was suggested that I be given title of Pasha, but it was forgotten in the complexity of the war. I didn't make any request for it either, because the greatest title for me was that you didn't forget me. I participated in the Konya Uprising, Gediz, First and Second Battles of İnönü, and the Battle of Sakarya. I was entitled to receive the Medal of Independence with the decision taken by Turkish Grand National Assembly. After the war, I settled in Istanbul with my father. In 1986, a certificate of gratitude was given me by the Speaker of Grand National Assembly of Turkey at a ceremony held at the Dolmabahce Palace. The honor and joy of having accomplished great things has been made greatest achievement in this life. Work hard to achieve great things. Learn to play musical instruments. Read a book. Do sports. Represent our country at the Olympics. Become important musicians, famous writers. Strive to the best in whatever you do in determination. Most importantly, adopt the principle of living in peace. And don't forget about us, okay?